This is One Leeds. Welcome back to the latest video. This video, as always, is sponsored by Shop GNO, the Job Match Group, and Match Bingo. Let's get into it. First up, the Job Match Group. Whether you're looking for your next big gig or just browsing, the Job Match Group has niche job sites made just for you. F1, retail, security, and loads more. They're about matching the right person to the right job. Make sure you check them out if you're ready to level up your career. Then we've got Shop GNO, an exciting new e-commerce site where you can grab exclusive deals and discounts. Right now, One Leeds has an affiliate link just below where you can score a 25 quid membership for free, unlocking special rates and benefits. You can even list your own shop on there with way better rates than Amazon, eBay, and Vinted. They've got some Leeds bits and some general bits now and launching soon, plus some great prizes just for signing up. This is all powered by a massive Leeds United fan looking to make waves in the online shopping world. So check them out and support your local. And don't forget our mates at Match Bingo. They're smashing it with footy fun. You can get 5 bingo cards for the price of 4 through One Leeds, and you can even deposit just a £5 at a time to join the action. It's a big chance to win whilst having a blast with your fellow Leeds United friends. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Check the links in the description, and let's get on with the video.
Well, hello everybody. How on earth are we doing? My name is Colin Shilligan. This is One Leeds, and welcome back to the watch-along, everybody. How on earth are you all doing? It is the second watch-along of the season. There is a lot of you down there. There's a lot in the Patreon group chat who are down there at Elland Road as well. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many we get in today, because I know a lot of you are heading on down there who normally tune in, which is great stuff. So what's going on, everyone, in your world? Let us know in the comment section below. The lineup is on the screen. I have gone for a tasty 4-3-3 there. And that's just kind of what we've been playing throughout pre-season, in my opinion. I think a lot of it has been on whatever LUTV tell you. I do think a lot of the shape, how we've been set up, is 4-3-3. So this is the starting 11 anyway, everybody. Darlow in there. Schmidt. Rodon, Stroud, Gabby Goodmanson, a Longstaff stack, and Purdue in the middle, which is fine, obviously. And then Nonto, Nemecha, and Aronson. Now, this could be wide left. It could be a little bit more of a 4-2-3-1 potentially if Aronson's back in there. Let's have a quick look at what it could be. And if we just switch this around a little bit when it comes to the old widgets, let's have a look so we can switch to it. Look, guys, the technology we've got over here is just incredible. So we go Nemecha. This is kind of what we could be looking at potentially. Yeah, that fits. So that is maybe what we could be looking at. I don't see a world in which Aronson is central in this game, to be honest with you. Obviously, with Longstaff being in there. So I think we're going to go to a 4-3-3, and that's why I've kind of gone Aronson wide left in a front three. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. Anyway, good seeing a lot of the Am I in a ginnel? What do you mean, Grundonator? Echo. Oh, man, really? Right, let's have a listen. I swear to God, guys, this is going to go through the Nile. Cheers, mate. This is going to go through the window in a sec. Hold on a second. Let me just listen to myself. Echo is interesting. We've not had that one before. Hold on. Could be me, to be fair. But we're not even. Hold on a second. Sorry, everyone. At least we've got a bit to go anyway in terms of this. Hold on. Let me listen to myself. Hello. Oh, I'll tell you what it might be. I'll tell you what it is. It's LUTV. Is that better? No, it's not. Hold on. It's every day, this, isn't it? Right, guys, hold on. We're going to go to a little bit of a pause and figure this out. Apologies again. Hello. Hello. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Hello. This has literally never happened. Fucking thing.
Hello, 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 hello. Better? I've no idea. It's that better. Is that better? Presumably, you still can't hear. Let's have a look. Yeah, does anyone else want to start doing this? Can't hear me, can you still? I don't think. Is it working? It's worked. It's worked. This piece of shit has worked. Oh, thank you, Mum. Thank you, Dad. This has been a traumatic event for me. Frigging hell, I'm so sorry, everybody. Hopefully, you can hear me now. I hate OBS. Bring back StreamYard. I'm not doing this anymore. No green screen. No, oh, it's so much crisper, Connor. Bring back frigging OBS. I ain't doing this anymore. I cannot be bothered. That was 20 minutes of stress I do not need. It's gone very quiet. It's very low. Guys, at this point, I'm not going to care. He should read his chat. Well, Martin, I do read my chat, hence why I knew the problem was occurring immediately. Matt sent me a message. Is it working? Right, fantastic. Thank you, mate. Honestly, no, mate, I can't upload it and I can't redo it and put it down because basically what it does is that kills the stream. And then what YouTube will then do is kill my stream altogether because they think there's some foul play going on. So if I try redo it and I'm like, oh, I'll shut down the stream, re-upload it again, the algorithm kills it. So the only way we can get through this genuinely, everybody, is likes. So do me a favor, please, please. Jesus Christ. Do you know what the worst thing about this all is? I can still hear my back up, me back on echo as well, so it's a nightmare. Right, hello, what's going on? What is going on? Shall we talk about the lineup? Should we talk about the lineup? Okay, let's do it, shall we? Flipping heck, I apologize. Let's talk about this initially, anyway. So we've not got obviously the likes of we've not got the likes of Bogle in the side. Schmidt is back there, which is interesting in itself. Then we've obviously got Pascal and Rodon at the back. Beal, I believe, is on the bench for this one. No Lucas Perry, who appears to have picked up an injury. Sorry, Chris. Thanks, Day. Appreciate that, mate. But yeah, what I'm thinking of is I think that we must be in a 4-3-3 right now with Aronson wide left. Has to be interesting. Jack Harris has not started. I thought Jack would start. But yeah, let's talk about Harrison at left wing. I mean, this is what I was saying beforehand, before the stream decided to just completely go off. Which, guys, please let me know. Everything, I presume, is all right. Everything's all right. Send me a message if you're in the chat as well. Honestly, I apologize profusely for that. You should not be doing that. And yeah, that doesn't happen often. The chat will tell you if you are new. So this is what I think will happen anyway, guys, in terms of maybe a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. That's kind of what I've got it as an alternative. Brendan Aronson wide left on both sides. I don't think Longstaff is going to be wide left, so presumably that's Brendan Aronson. Look, it's not great, is it? It's not an ideal side, but it's just about getting minutes into the lads at this point. I'm not too worried about it. How big is Perry's injury? None of us know. Barry says, "What a roller coaster, mate!" You're telling me. Poor lineup. Yeah, I think we're all very aware of what we need to do in terms of the market. I think that's unequivocally clear what Leeds have to do. We really have to move the needle. Still, we've got three key signings that we still need to make: a left winger or a right winger, a centre forward, and fullback cover. They are key. They're absolutely key. And it feels like today you've got Bogle, who's gone down. It feels like you've, from an injury standpoint, I believe Dan James, another one. Perry's gone down, so it's fantastic to see that the entire team has just gone down injured for this game. But listen, hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it is just a few knocks, of which Leeds are going to have to iron out in pre-season. But what I will say, I think, and I don't know about you guys, in this game in particular, there has got to be everything's clear now. Right? Do you agree with that, guys? In the comment section, everything has got to be clear now when it comes to Leeds United's press, when it comes to how Leeds are off the ball, when it comes to like synergies, when it comes to positional awareness. I think right now it has got to be perfect. That's kind of how I'm at right now. 2nd of August, the game, our first game is on the weekend of the 15th. Everything has to be kind of perfect now. That's how I see it. So I think it's kind of getting into a situation right now where we're unequivocally clear on the patterns of play. I know there's been rotations, I get that, but with how all of the team has been involved in preseason, all of the team should be able to have the actions absolutely nailed down. What Farker wants from even a Schmidt, what Farker wants from an Aronson in the Premier League, what Farker wants from an Amecha, who I think's now started every single preseason game, I think, as the 9. What is required of Longstaff and Stack and Ampadu, all that right now needs to be harnessed, and all that right now, we all need to be clear on it. That's, in my opinion, what we should be looking for right now. If we go into this game, and I know preseason doesn't matter to a certain extent, I completely understand that. But I think we've got to go into this game and we've got to see a fair few things of which we can take into the beginning of the season. Obviously, AC's in a week's time, AC Milan. That is like the dress rehearsal for obviously the curtain call. But now everything has to be in place. I think everything has to be in place in terms of, as I've just mentioned, the on and off the ball work, what Daniel Farker wants from certain personnel, when to press, when not to press, when to cover, when not to cover, three going, who's going to be covering, all these things of which we're talking about, they have to be clear in the players' minds right now, in my opinion. This is a big day when it comes to stuff like that, I think, in my opinion. See what a couple of you guys saying in the comment section below with regards to that. Let's have a look. Maybe Nonso wide left. Yeah, let's pivot that. Let's have a quick look at that. If Nonso is wide left, let's get that on the old customizer so we can move that across. Nonso wide left. Longstaff will, I believe, be on the right-hand side of a 3. That's kind of, if you're kind of looking, I think that's a good comment there, Kevin. I think there is an argument that could be the case. Aronson has played wide left in his US career as well, though. Players needed unless we are back in the championship. Hope it's not too long. It just shows a few injuries and where, yeah. NFFC says, Openda going Sunderland con. I know they're interested, mate, but I know his release clause is around about 80 million euros. If Sunderland can afford upwards of 55 million quid on Openda, that would be staggering. I know Inter Milan were in for him. I know Villa have been in for him for about 5 months now in terms of just general interest. So that would be interesting to see if Watkins goes and Openda comes in. If you're not aware of him, he's a centre forward. So, yeah, oh my God, they're looking at St. Pete's. Can we get a shout out to St. Pete's as well? Look at this. I'm on the screen at St. Pete's, everybody. Look at this. If you are in Tampa / St. Pete's, and you want to get yourself out there and chill out with people who are really good people, good Leeds fans, look at me. I'm looking at me, looking at myself. There I am. Shout out to John and Co. It's looking good out there, though, to be fair. Looking good out there. I'm not a fan of the Man United stuff, though, John. I have to say this. I know the owner of the bar is a Man United fan. That needs to be sorted out, pal. But shout out to everybody watching at Tampa, Tampa / St. Pete's. If Schmidt is playing, does that mean we'll be keeping him, Sister Beer? I don't think so, mate. I think he is almost gone at this moment in time. I think it is just a case of maybe putting him in the shop window with all that generic rubbish, but we might not have many options. I mean, I thought if there is a right-sided player, one of the young lads would go on that right-hand side, not Schmidt. It is weird that he's playing. I wouldn't have expected that. Apparently on LUTV, there's no sound, which is great because that's fine. I don't mind that whatsoever. I don't mind that whatsoever. FFS ban him. I presume that's for the that's for the St. Pete's lot who've got the Man United stuff in and around. Larkin says, we need to keep some big targets in the door. Sunderland keep hitting their big targets. Danny Boy's in the building. Hey, Danny, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you in the group chat as well recently, mate. Next, you upgrade your equipment. Find a Del Boy to help you. Always, Daniel. Yeah, you that Del Boy that can help me out. Matt says, Farker would not agree that the system has to be perfect today. Do you not think, though, Matt? I think when we're kind of looking at 13 days till the start of the season, I think we're going to get more players in that point. We are definitely going to overspill as well into the next part of the season in terms of going out and effectively getting other players and all this sort of stuff. I think patterns of play, etc., have got to be crystal clear by this point, Matt. I think if they're not, that is a slight worry for me if the patterns of play are a little bit off. If there's been some people complaining in preseason. I've been all right with preseason, but I've got a lot of friends in the Leeds United space. There's been a fair few people saying they're not happy with certain things. We're leaving too much space in behind. Partnerships aren't what they should be. And I get it's a different team, it's a different system right now. When you're looking at Schmidt in there, when you're looking at the likes of Aronson in there as well, but you have got Stack, you have got Ampadu, you have got Longstaff, you have got Rodon, you have got Strout, you have got Goodmanson, you have got Nonso, you have got Nemecha. There's a lot of players there who arguably right now will be starting for Leeds. There's like 8 or 9 of them in there. Obviously, Perry's out. So there's 8 players there who you're looking at starting at the beginning of that Premier League game against, against Everton, which is a massive game. It's a massive game for Leeds United. We need to hit the ground running with that one. So I think the patterns of play have to be pretty nailed on right now, in my opinion. Could be wrong on that one. Could be wrong on that one, though. Pitch does look good, mate. Outside my window. Outside my window. Right, where is this LUTV? They got mute as well, everybody. I can't blame anyone for being mute after my disaster stream at the start. Right, okay, there I am. There I am. There's LUTV. Right, okay, guys, if you aren't aware of the old watch along as well, what we do is I'll press start. I might not be on the same time as you, but you can pull back your stream as well to whatever I've got going on. So make sure you do that as well. I know some of you like being in time, you like, all that sort of good stuff. So no problems on that front. No problems on that front. Oh, God, the LUTV camera is panning round. But yeah, we will get the manual controls up. We'll get the old scoreboard on, shall we? And we are near to kick off. We're near to lift off. All right, let's get down the old manual. But yeah, I think it's a big game. I think this is a big game for Leeds to just test out and see what's what, really. It's not going to be definitive. We're not going to go away from it and just go, my God, this is what we learned from Leeds. We're not going to do well in the Premier League. But I think by now we should be able to see bits in the team of which we're going to take into the season. As I say, the on and off the ball work has to be absolutely spot on, in my opinion, for this game. Next week we have got the one in Milan, which is the dress rehearsal, as many of you have said. How bad is Perry's injuries, mate? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Angus has asked what the Villarreal lineup is, mate. I couldn't tell you at this moment in time. We've not got, unfortunately, the data package doesn't pull in. I've manually done this, mate. So the data package doesn't pull in until the start of the season, which is slightly annoying, but friendlies apparently aren't pulled through. So it's a bit annoying on my front as well. Loft says he's starting to worry now looking at the squad. We'll have to wait and see, mate. We'll have to wait and see. Chris, I think Mattia Zanetti has been effectively quashed by all the in the know journalists right now. But I'm not too worried about it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too worried about the start of the season. Maybe that's just me being a little bit deluded. I think we've got more than enough in the tank. The injuries naturally are a little bit worrying. I think we're all pretty aware of that. And hopefully they don't cross over into the season. But in terms of Leeds United going out there and being able to perform against an Everton, like I said, you would hope a lot of the patterns of play and the style, etc., is nailed on right now with what Farke wants. If it's not nailed on right now, be a little bit worried. I don't care if it's rotation. We've still got 8 players in there who are probably going to be starting the season. So a lot to contend with today, I think. Okay. Let's have a look at what some more of you guys are saying. Honestly, LUTV is just fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Right, we will move you. We will move you. No, we won't move you. Trying to get everything on one screen, guys. Honestly, if you've ever worked in computers, I'm showing my age there, aren't I? If you've ever worked in computers, good one, Con. But yeah, I'm trying to just get everything aligned. So we've got LUTV on one screen and we've got my ugly mug on the other, and all of your fantastic comments, of course. Darlow may start against Everton. Need a few more signings. Pitch looks mint. It does look nice. It does look nice. Going 3-1 Longstaff. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Leeds. Why not? 2-1 Leeds. We had an impeccable start to the season in terms of pre-season, didn't we? Everybody in the last one. I think we won 4 out of 4, didn't we? So didn't Perry sign with a slight injury? He did, mate. Yeah, I wonder that might be keeping him out, to be fair. It's a good point. He did sign with a slight one, didn't he? So right, I think we're all beautiful. Oh, it looks great, doesn't it? The crowd looks great. Disappointed, but not surprised to see Brendan Aronson starting. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, as I've said, it is just, look, lots to be positive about. It's going to be great to see, the fans in person. They've had this Germany tour, haven't they, of which none of us have been able to get out there. If honestly, if they'd have enabled fans to go out there, I'd have been out there in Germany, 100%. So, yes. But overall, I think it's going to be a good occasion for the fans. I wouldn't get too bogged down, everybody, on the selection. I wouldn't get too bogged down on it, to be honest with you. We'll wait and see how this develops. But Matt says, any more rooms on Strikers Con? Nothing yet, mate. We're still, feels like we're still heavy. Feels like we're still heavy on Rodrigo Muniz. That's what I'm being told. Could be wrong, but I'm being told behind the scenes Leeds are still quite heavy on him. Villarreal any good? Well, they are in obviously La Liga, mate. So normally one of the top sort of 8 to 10 teams, so it'll be a good test. Strauch starting due to Biol suspension in the first game. Proto, that's a really good point. Maybe you're gonna have to build. Strauch in there because obviously Biol with that ridiculous suspension is now not able to play in the first game, of which it kind of is a must win already. Hi Cloud, how's it good? How's it good? How's it going, mate? Anyone know a stream apart from LUTV? Not sure, mate. Not sure. Now the missus better not be clamoring on my door. She's not. I don't think she's back yet. Honestly, the missus has gone out and she knows when I've got everything set up. I'm going to say to her, get me a coffee. Oh my God. Nobody's getting in. No sound is on LUTV. At least it's not Harrison. That is true, mate. That is true. Preseason isn't necessarily about winning. It isn't, William. I completely agree with you, but that isn't the point, mate, for me. I think you've got to have everything sorted now when it comes to patterns of play, in my opinion. There's got to be things sorted right now. I don't know, that shouldn't be controversial. We've got Rama on the bench, we've got Biol on the bench, Peru on the bench, we've got Tanaka on the bench, but you've still got like Crew and Chadwick and Gray on there. You don't want that going into the Premier League season, and we won't have. Melee is still there as well, which is slightly crippling, but it looks like a good side still. Byron, yeah. You kind of the quality rotation that you want to see is obviously Ramazani in there. Oh, Juan Foyth. Does everybody remember Juan Foyth when we were interested in him one day? Pepe is playing, yeah. Gay is playing as well. Got Jose Mourinho up front. Oh, Cardona. Cardona was my option for a left back as well in the 6 picks. Hi, Connor. Hi, Michelle. How's it going? Flipping out. LUTV has just came on out here. It's terrible, isn't it, Michelle? Hope you're all good. But guys, what we're going to be doing is if you want to get involved with the chat, we will be selecting go or play on my little manual clock. So yeah, and make sure you tune in on that and all that sort of good stuff. It's great to see all the mods in here. It's great to see all the regulars in here. What I will say, everybody, is we are going to be giving away prizes throughout the season as well on the watch-alongs. This is going to be a thing, myself in association with Shop GNO, which you can find link in the description below. But what I would say, everybody, is if you are going to be on the watch-along, I'm going to be looking at specific people on the watch-along and making a little bit of a spreadsheet. All right, and you're all going to be going into a hat towards different points of the season, and you're going to like build up loyalty points, all right, on one Leeds watch-alongs, okay? And then at the stage where I see like all you in here, every single watch-along, you're going to be accruing these points, building them up, and then I'm going to give prizes out, okay, to the most loyal ones who are in here every single watch-along. So we're trying to build a watch-along base this year. So yeah, make sure you're in. Make sure you comment in as well. And even if you're not a big commenter, just let us know, your name every chat, or give us a match on together and I'll see you in the chat. Give us an MOT and I'll see you in the chat every single week. So there you go. Mark, I will make you one right now, pal. There is no problems there, buddy. Mark, let me make you after the stream, buddy. We haven't started yet. We are about to start now. Okay. Points mean prizes. You're right, Pronto. Here we go. Right, we're off. Okay. Afternoon, AJ. How's it going? Bribe, Connor. No bribe. No bribe, mate, at all. My away top came to Thailand today. £50 delivery. Do you like it, mate? It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Cardona on the wide on wide left there, intercepted by Isaac Schmidt. That's what we're going to call him. Isaac Schmidt. Pitch is looking really good, says Eli, 100%. Jaden Bogle, where are you, my man? LUTV winds me up sometimes, says James, so unreliable. Mike says, let's go. Shout out to you, man. Good to see you in here. Okay, so Villarreal, the yellow submarine up against Leeds United. The absolutely beautiful crystal white shirt. By the way, lads and lasses, how much good to see you in here, Logan. I know you're in there in the background, mate. Good to see you in here, Matt, as well. I know all the That's blackmail, Con. No, it's not. Longstaff gets the ball, and no, it's not. It's almost like just accruing a bit of a loyalty, you know, like one leaders. And I can see you as well. Some of you don't comment, like Logan there. I've not seen him in a while. Just puts MOT. I'm like, there he is, the man. Nonso. The interesting thing is here as well is it's going to be the build-up. You know, I've said before, everybody, that the build-up is fascinating. Hi, Lee, with Leeds United, because once again, a lot of it is about playing out from the back. And I know a lot of it can't just be playing it to the front, man. I get that. We're not stupid in here. But it's going to be interesting to see the variety here of Leeds' play in terms of, can we get the ball and hoof it up the pitch and actually be productive there? And when I say hoof it up the pitch, I literally mean, can we get the ball to Nemetra and play off him? Anton Stack does really well there, intercepting the ball, plays a poor ball, though, from Anton. It was Longstaff, actually. I thought it was Stack. He moved like Stack a little bit there. But it was a poor final ball there from Longstaff. But he's got the ball again here, wins it back. You can tell what sort of player Longstaff's going to be in that midfield for me. As Aronson, I believe, wins a free kick. No, he doesn't. Aronson's just on his arse again. But Leeds look like they're harrying quite well here, which is good to see. Villarreal get out of a little press here and they're moving up the pitch. Match on together. Shout out, Toby. I've been here too long, I think. Yeah, right. You're an older statesman, mate. Match on together from Andrew Adelaide. First watch along for me. Good to see you in here, Andrew. Ball played through. Nemetra in a really good spot here. Lucas Nemetra bearing down on goal. Poor from Nemetra. I feel like he could have taken the ball inside there. Just got to be... Yeah, it didn't look that sharp there and confident, did he there? Nemetra was through on goal. The ball was played over the top. Nice little opening for Leeds United. Nemetra was in. He just looks like Rutter so much. It's his stride patterns. It's everything. It's how... it's just his size as well, his sheer size. But what's been good to see already, in my opinion, is Longstaff and Stack just breaking up play in the midfield there. Schmidt has got a little bit up against the left side here as well, but it's been good to see the midfield composition as well. I'm loving that C word at the minute. But Nemetra was dragged out wide a little bit there. But even when you dragged out wide, you got to, I think he had to bring the ball inside a little bit, just move it in a yard or two and then strike that finish. Villarreal on the half space here, in between Leeds' three in the midfield, going out wide. Gabby Goodmanson's first test does okay. Leeds defend it really well anticipated. Oh, and Nonto's just been absolutely smacked down by the fullback there. That's going to be maybe a little while there. Kevin says, "Hi, joining live from Kevin, are you a Skiathos? Are you a Skiathos resident? If you are, I'm very jealous, mate. One of my favorite places. Prabhu, hi in there. Prabhu says, Connor, did you not had blonde hair before? Prabhu, where have you been throughout the summer, mate? This has been 3 months without me and this hair. Villarreal playing a strong side. Looks like it, mate, when you're looking at it. In Pepe, Cordona's in there. Look, yeah, once again, it'll be the exact same thing for those guys as well. It's like, you know, not dress rehearsal as such, but it's very, very close to the season now for both sides. Anton Stack with a lovely little switch ball there to Isaac Schmidt in the midfield there. How we started, Connor, mate. Rob says, hi, Connor, match on together from Manchester. Yeah, Ramazani, I agree, mate. Ramazani should be starting in front of Aronson, but yeah, I mean, it's Daniel Farker, isn't it? And Brendan Aronson, so that is a slight worry. Longstaff anyway, but he just gives us more width, doesn't he? Hopefully we're looking at a second half where Ramazani and Nonto are starting in the same 11, and that would be nice. Schmidt, overload. Brendan Aronson here on the right-hand side. Can he deliver a ball into the box? Delivers a poor ball. Nonto does well, recovers it. Leeds win a corner. No fly home Monday, lovely island. It is, mate. Is it still as expensive? Is it still as expensive as what it was? Flipping out. I went over there and I didn't have a wallet when I came back. But yeah, Skiathos is nice. Hi, Connor. What do you think of the chances of part exchange Beto for Harrison? Gordon, I'd take that, mate. I'd take that. Dormston Cook says, Connor, how true is it that we're still in for Muniz? From what I understand, mate, we are. And yeah, we are in for him. So we'll wait and see how the dominoes fall there, I guess. Anyway, Leeds corner. Goodmanson. Good ball in, back post. Headed out. Cleared by Villarreal. Aronson heads it back in. Yes, that is right. You heard me say that. Nonto misses it. Strout. Okay, Leeds definitely have the better of proceedings so far. Nonto picks the ball up on the left-hand side, loses it, recovered by a very, very ever-present Longstaff in the midfield. Anton Stack. I think you can tell Stack and Ampadu are definitely the more composed on the ball in the midfield. Ampadu's playing in a sort of 6 role, an anchor, and you've got Stack and Longstaff bombing on in sort of 8 roles, really. Nonso on the left. Nonso. Yep, Leeds just on the ball as well. See, guys, when I've spoken about vertical build-up, just look how Leeds are building up here. All through the middle, all through quick interchanges in the midfield, that central space. It's what we've mentioned on several of the Room Mills and videos. Strout, lovely ball, lovely defense splitting ball. Willie Gnonto, he's got Gabby Goodmanson on the overlap. It's a poor ball from Gnonto, but ball into the box from Gabby Goodmanson. Unlucky, it was a good flighted ball in. Nemecha can't get ahead of his man. You can see how the wide option's brilliant there as well from Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu's looked sharp, starting really well here. Road on, leads in complete control here. Complete control. Flash Clog says, hi, Connor, big ups you and your channel. Straining at the leash for Everton game. Yeah, mate. Let's hope it's a good point of which for Leeds United. Would you keep Schmidt, Connor? I think it very much depends, Jimbo, on what happens with James Justin. Really, I mean, I'd like Justin. I do like Justin. I like that type of player to come in and be a recovery man. Schmidt just hasn't had any trust in him whatsoever. So if the manager doesn't like him, what's the point in keeping him? It doesn't make any sense, does it really? City and Leeds fan channel. Right, okay. That's a new one, mate. That's a new one. Denise says, good afternoon, Connor and all. Nice to join you for the live. Hi, Denise. How's it going? Callum Wender would be a good 9 with Spurtian for dead ball deliveries, even Uche. Yeah, Stevie says, Prabhu says, why is Longstaff a black shirt? He's still, technically, mate, he's still playing for Newcastle in our data pack. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. See how that works. Smith says, no truth in the JJ rumors. Okay. Kevin says, 1.2K watching, only 526 likes. Guys, do us an absolute favor. Slap a like on the video. I really appreciate your ongoing support, especially with the technical difficulties. It's great to see more people in the watch-alongs. Lovely little interchanging by Leeds United. One-touch football. Anton Stack on the ball here. On the left-hand side, the big man. It's not a bad ball in as well. Nice little chip over to the back post where Isaac Schmidt will pick the ball up. Schmidt on the right-hand side now. No real support. Plays the ball to Brendan Aronson, though, who's on a bit of an overlap. Ball played in. Anton Stack gets bowled over. Do you know what? Leeds are clearly... Schmidt gets bypassed there. And here come Villarreal. Lovely little ball forward here. Rodon does well. Darlow gets rid of it. And he just fires the ball at Longstaff. It's terrible from Carl Darlow, really. And Longstaff can't get the ball under his possession. It's a Villarreal throw. I think what you're seeing immediately here is... I think Leeds evidently, even with these, I actually have really liked so far. I keep saying it, but the midfield composition, I've liked that through pre-season with Tanaka's in there as well. I think there's a key note here when it comes to Leeds' forward line. A key note. We're going into the season. I like Nonso. I like Ramazani. You got Dan James in there as well, of course. But if this is kind of rotation, you got Brendan Aronson in there. I like Nemecha if you can keep him fit. Does he have that potency that a Rodrigo Muniz has? No, he doesn't. So Leeds definitely need work. We definitely need a little bit of surgery, in my opinion, in the final third. And you can see that here still, really. There's not a... Leeds look good, though, I think, defensively here. Strout, brilliant tackle again. Stack's getting on the ball really well. Nonso's clearly the main man here and who Leeds are trying to build up through on that left-hand side. But, yeah. Look, when you got Brendan Aronson against top quality opposition, when you got Schmidt, who's kind of untested, really, not really had that much exposure, but you have got 8 of the starting 11 here, really, overall. So you kind of got to look at that and think to yourself, Leeds United really should have some patterns of play. We should be decent on and off the ball here. We should be aware. It's really evident, in my opinion, that Longstaff isn't the greatest ball player. Ampadu's just had the ball nicked off in there, but he's won a free kick. Stack does look quality. I agree with you. Do you think on the ball, guys, with what thanks, Lee, appreciate that, mate. But do you think with what I'm saying about Longstaff that comes to fruition a little bit? Are you guys noticing that as well when it comes to the on the ball stuff? I think on the ball you're seeing Stack, and then you're looking at Ampadu even, and then Tanaka. This is what I've said from day dot. Really, Longstaff is okay on the ball, but you don't want him under pressure on the ball, I don't think. I'm not the greatest ball carrier. I'm not going to change history and just be like, oh, yeah, he's unbelievable on the ball because he plays for Leeds. I don't think a single Newcastle fan would tell you that as well. Goodmanson, lovely play from Goodmanson. Gets it back as well from Willian Jonto. Ball played into the box. Poor from Goodmanson there. Didn't get as much pace on the ball. Schmidt's been done a couple of times here. It's been done. I'll be honest with you guys, on this left-hand side, Schmidt's got done a couple of times. It is just that final ball. Good recovery again from Ampadu. Brilliant play by Ampadu. It looks like the Villarreal players have just knocked heads. Stack does look good. He does look good. I have to say, though, I think Ampadu's look good so far. Tommy Taylor, great name, mate. Could be the best name we've seen so far. Hi, Connor, mate. Would you say hi to Big Papa Pump? Gordon Taylor watching on his TV for the first time. Big Papa Pump. What does he say? Holla, if you can hear me. Shout out to you, Tommy Taylor's dad, Big Gordon. What's going on, mate? Big Gordon. What TV's he got, Tommy? Is it an LG? Gordon Taylor. I've been looking at an LG myself, mate. Good to see you in here, mate, and your old boy. Jaden Bogle says 100% Longstaff is the runner. Yeah. All Leeds, aren't we? Ampadu, laughing face. Okay. There's a weird thing with Ampadu going on at the minute, and I don't understand what it is with Leeds fans. It's very odd. Always slapping a like. Andrew, always see you in here, buddy. Good to see you in here. Hi, Connor. How do we donate? There's just a little money option near the comment section, mate. A little pound emoji, a dollar emoji, but you don't have to do it, mate. Honestly, you don't have to donate. Everything helps. It goes towards the channel. We've got a pot for the channel, which we pay people for every month who help with the channel and contribute, etc. But yeah, really appreciate that. There should just be a dollar sign next to the comment. But honestly, mate, you don't have to do that. I just slap a like on the video. That helps. Ampadu taking 2 out. Yeah, is that what it is? But did you see, like, even under the pressure there, we did well? Yeah, it's interesting with Ampadu. I think he's looking decent. Hi, Connor. Any chance you have any fake scars or moles to put on your face? My wife thinks you're cute, making me jealous. To be honest, mate, I don't look great today as well. I'm joking, mate. I don't. I can sometimes be a little spotty git, but I'm kind of closing out of that, mate. I'm nearly 32, not really getting the spots anymore, but thank you. I appreciate that. Normally I get loads of people coming in here saying how ugly I look, so I appreciate that. I actually had one from the Tampa Bay Whites the other day saying, in fact, the Tampa Bay Whites, who some of my friends, by the way, over there, thanks for this. I got sent something a second ago. Who's this ugly bug alive at the studio pub in St. Pete? Awful comment. Stack, lovely little switch there from Anton Stack. Gabby Goodmanson, Stack again receiving the ball on the turn. Another spreader from Stack. Excellent ball out wide. Aronson. Stevie says, "Get yourself a drink, matey." I tell you what, mate, I'll have a drink for you at some point. I met my mate last night, and yeah, we had a few too many strawberry milkshakes last night. Just join, mate. How have we looked so far? Look good, man. Look good. Thanks, John. Not great on the ball, but what he gives in terms of legs in the midfield is invaluable. Kante wasn't great on the ball. Yeah, 100%. Leads with the corner ball in, cleared out. Ooh, and there's going to be another foul here. Nonto goes down. This game is just on and off and on and off. There's Juan Foyth is calling for the physio guy. Looks like we're on and off again here. Nonto's down. Nonto looking to be the sharpest attacker. Will says, Conte, I'm calling myself Conte. Connor, your content is top notch, mate. Rumour mill is great, lad. Thank you, pal. Would you guys like to see, the rumour mill? Would you like to see this carrying on throughout the season? If that is something you want to do, I will keep it going throughout the season. Can do that if that's what you want to see. We've got 1,400 in the building. We've got a member as well. Oh, it's Ryan Dudley, top man, Ryan. Always see you in here, pal. Thank you, my friend. Always one of the top supporters of the channel, my boy. But no, mate. I've lost the frigging stream. Where's the stream? Thanks, though, mate. But would you guys like to see it throughout the season? Because I've been speaking with Kyle Fowler about this, about me keeping it up. He reckons I should keep it up throughout the whole season. Would you guys get bored of it? That is my only question. But I think the rumour mill's hit such a phase now. I think I could do it almost like full time, if you will.
on the channel in terms of like you guys wanting to see it. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys do want to see it, I can keep it going. Just let me know. Michelle with the old thumbs up. A little too harsh on Aronson. Okay, fair enough, mate. Schmidt, Aronson again. Rumo feels a bit more of a transfer window thing. Yeah, I get that, Van Dijk. I think that's because I've a lot of the time that's how I've maybe marketed it. Just wonder if it could be like a bit of a full-time thing on the channel, 10 a.m. every morning sort of thing. Love your content, Connor. I love your content, Connor. Would love you to keep the content up. Mugs as well, mate. You need to send me that email again, pal, about the mugs. I need to send. Obviously, you know, I need to see your the old business plan, mate. Ball played through here. Villarreal are in. Good save. Well done, Caldalo. Schmidt out of position again. The thing is with Schmidt is we know he's technically a good player. We know he's a good player. He reads the game well as well, but he's getting caught out a little bit here. And it's the lack of minutes. Maybe it's the lack of understanding with what the gaffer wants. Simple ball over the top on his side there, and they were in. Should have been 1-0 Villarreal. Villarreal come again here with the right-sided player. Pepe, I think it is, isn't it? Flipping out. Former Arsenal Pepe. Looking decent, though. Leeds win the ball back here. Ampadu on the transition. Can Leeds move a little bit quicker? Gabby Goodmanson on that left-hand side. Plays the ball. Willie Nonto cuts inside. Good feet from Nonto. Finds Goodmanson again, who's just not the quickest. And that is the only thing with Gabby Goodmanson. You can tell with the old acceleration, he's not as quick as Junior Firpo. I like Goodmanson, though, but he's definitely not as quick. Okay, stat. Nonso. Nobody in the box here, really, though. Leeds are going to have to go back. There's nobody committing. Come on. Isaac Schmitty. It just feels like we're lacking a little bit going forward. Do you know what I mean? Goodmanson again. Like, even Villarreal look a little bit more fluid going forward, I feel. Ampadu, ball into the box. Really lazy from Ampadu. Really lazy ball in, but Leeds recover it. We look okay, and we've gone all the way back. We look okay, I think. There is just something lacking, a bit of potency up front, maybe. Daily One Leeds performance reviews, the 3Ds. Yeah, we could do like discourse, debate, discussion, couldn't we? Like a little show every 10 a.m. Schmidt looks poor, but Stack and Nonto look fantastic. Yeah, Nonto's on the left as well there. Mick says, Mick, hi Mick. Oh, nearly a good ball. Oh, Leeds nearly picking up the loose ball there in the Villarreal box. They're trying to play out from the back. This is where I want to see Leeds press it a little bit, but it seems like we've just recovered. Nonso does really well in pressing Villarreal back. Villarreal near their own corner flag now. They're going to try go down here to win a free kick. Nonso's done excellently there. Really good pressing from Willie Nonso. Strout reading the game well as well. Daily rumours during transfer window is ideal. Okay, yeah, we'll put it in. I'll tell you what, it's a good chat. It's a good thing putting it as a poll. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do as a poll at halftime. I love the longer versions of the room mill, an in-depth conversation between us all. Yes, keep the rumours mill all season. Maybe not every day, though. Yeah, fair enough. Absolutely. It's been great to watch you grow over the years. Your knowledge and content is fantastic. I know you guys love it. Thanks so much as well, mate. Would a ratings thing? Are you up? Are you hooking up with KG this year? I'd love to, mate. Yeah, if he wants to do it. I think a lot of people genuinely think like Leeds content creators speak all the time. It doesn't really happen. You know what I mean? It doesn't really happen. So like with KG, I know he's doing his own thing. I watch KG stuff a lot. I rate KG highly in the space. I like him. So yeah, if he wants to. But yeah, he's a good lad to KG. I like him. Schmidt on the ball. Ball played in. Poor ball as well from Schmidt there. Leeds throw. But you should be an LUTV commentator, mate. Much better. These. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to be too harsh on. Is it Bryn and Tony? I've had Tony on the channel before. Tony's a really nice guy. Bryn Law seems a really nice guy as well. They can't be too controversial though, can they? It's the party line, isn't it? When Schmidt's really struggling here, really struggling on and off the ball, but he's just had no exposure to minutes. What do you expect? I mean, the likelihood is he's going out the door, but he is struggling in possession and out of possession here. But yeah, I think it's just you got to be careful, haven't you? You just got to be careful when you bring in Tony, and they'll read the game to a certain level. Of course, Tony's been a player his entire career, hasn't he? So he'll read the game very well. But yeah, they can't. I guess they can't be as gobby as me.
Vendrick says every other week room mill should have enough content throughout the season to be short. Daily show would be good. Rodon does well there. Darlow picks it up. Yes, Applelight. Cheers, mate. Evan says, tell you what, unless Harrison gets us 10 million, I'd have him starting on the left. God, we'll be going down then, Evan. Yeah. God, no, not for me, mate. Okay, Villarreal, brilliant defending from Ampadu. Just picked up that centre-back spot there. Well done, Ethan Ampadu. Nemecho wins a free kick. Good hold-up play. Andrew says, would really love you and Liam to talk again. That was fantastic. Watch last season. You two have great chemistry. Who's Liam, mate? Am I going ridiculous here? Liam? Do you mean Liam Burnley Liam Vizza? Is that who you mean? Yeah, Schmidt he's struggling a little bit, hasn't he? But this is the thing, guys. What do you expect? We're struggling in the final third. I know I keep saying it, but we're struggling to have that like potency in the final third. It feels in the midfield we look good, but when you've got the greatest of respect, Aronson wide left. They're in again on Schmidt's side. Schmidt is really struggling here. He's really struggling. And Villarreal, by the way, it's a good side. You can tell. Their patterns of play. They're quick. They're trying to hit the channels a lot, but they're really struggling. Schmidt's struggling on that side. Good to see you in here, John. Yeah, lacking. It just feels like we're lacking that potency, doesn't it, up top? Villarreal corner. Can Leeds defend this well? Ball played in. Poor corner. It's one of the worst corners you'll ever see. Andrew says, Vizzy, yes, sorry, Burnley. Yeah, good to see you in here as well, Andrew. One of the patrons. Yes, potentially, mate. Potentially. Yeah. I'll just have to ring him up and say, Vizza, you're going down, mate. Do you know what I mean? You're going down. They seem to think that Armando Broja is a good signing. This could be the worst thing I've ever said, by the way, because he might go on to score against Leeds United, which would be my luck. But yeah, man. Good to see you in NFFC. Yeah, you could be right, Paul. You could be right, mate. Thanks for your contribution, though, buddy. Oh, the missus is in, everyone. The missus is in. This means that I can get some deliveries. Okay, Pepe. Goodmanson caught out this time. Rodon comes over. Good feet by Pepe. Nonso gets back again really well. Nonso's defending well, but they've still got the ball here, Villarreal. Leeds have just got to be careful. Rodon gets a foot in. Stat gets a foot in. Villarreal have it still. Devin says, why am I hearing Bogle out till Christmas? I hope you're not hearing that. I guess that would just throw up the importance of having some sort of cover. Brendan Harrison gives away a corner. Okay. Ball played in here again from Villarreal. Better corner this time. Down Darlow's throat, though. It'd be good to see Leeds on the transition here, but it just doesn't seem we've got the out-and-out pace. The pairing of Aronson and Nonso is bizarre on either side. They're clearly playing a 3 as well up top. I don't understand this. But maybe it's just rotations, I guess, minutes in legs and stuff. But I would have liked to have seen Ramazani start this game with Nonso if we are playing a 3. Makes a lot more sense. Longstaff. Stack. Longstaff. Good ball from Longstaff. Aronson gives it away. Yeah, this Schmidt Aronson side is not working. They're killing us on this side. They're in again here. It's Pepe. I think we look quite competent on that left side. Pepe. It's a good block. I mean, that is just a horrendous tackle from their big man. Their big man has just absolutely nailed Aronson. That looked a lot worse than it seems to be. He just absolutely battered into Aronson there. But Pepe's looking dangerous, but Leeds are defending okay on that left-hand side, I think. We're defending. It's just this right-hand side. We're getting cooked on this right-hand side. The blue jersey looks good in the stand. It does, mate. Robin says, keep up the good work, Connor lad. Buzzing for Dublin next weekend. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, 100%. I don't know where I'm meeting or we're doing it something in Dublin. I think I'm thinking like the Camden on like Saturday. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. Do you know what? Like even just in I like Nemecha. I do like Nemecha. It's a good team as well, this Villarreal side. You can tell they're a good team. But they've definitely had the best of it for people who are coming in. They're going down that left-hand side again. Longstaff's come over. And this will happen, everyone. I think we've mentioned this before. As Ampadu looked like he gave away a foul, and he has, yeah. But this will happen a lot as well. In terms of like Premier League teams targeting certain sides with Leeds. So we've got to get that balance really, really, really sort of spot on, really. Ampadu, good little tackle there. I can definitely see. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. I think this is why El Canoes. I was really baffled. I tried to make on the room a little bit of a plea to fans not to just look at his numbers and not to just look at the assists. And it's so important to have a look at, the style of play that Leeds will be playing this season, the encouraging overlaps that we see, the overloads of which wasn't really encouraged at Leicester City, the better midfield that El Canoes would have behind him, the better pivot in comparison to an Ndidi and in comparison to a Skip, the more creative midfield. You look at the facilitator of Leeds bringing in an actual out and out hold up number 9, which will help El Canoes massively. Schmidt gets done again here. Ball played into the box. What I will say about Schmidt is Aronson needs to help him a bit here. Aronson needs to help him a bit because he's getting doubled up on a couple of times, and Aronson just seems to be standing and watching. Rodon looks completely confused in there as well, but yeah, Aronson looks back there to help him out, and it is another corner. No, it's not. But yeah, I think El Canoes in these little half spaces that Leeds are getting in, Stack gets the ball, and Longstaff's just had it for about 20 seconds there, and he was looking for players in front of him. That's where El Canoes, similar to that Pablo Hernandez, will drift to the right, drift to the left, and try pick the ball up. But it's very role context has to be applied, and club context has to be applied. When you're looking at new players coming in, you can't just base it on numbers. You really can't. Because then we'd have never gone and got Jaden Bogle. That would have never have happened because he got relegated. Ethan Ampadu got relegated, so we'd have never gone and brought him in. So there's a lot of context that needs to be applied, in my opinion. Here we go on that left-hand side again. Ball played in. Good ball as well. Oh, gone back out to the right-hand side. Pepe picks it up. Looking for an option. Finds one. Strike on goal. Back out to Schmidt's side. Can he deal with it this time? Schmidt and Aronson are really struggling, like, defensively. There, okay. Aronson gets back there. Try find a pass. Nemetra's down here. Has he won a free kick? Looks like he has. Yeah, we're getting killed on that side, aren't we? We're getting killed on that side. Jonathan says, can you talk more about the earlier comment about Ampadu fans giving him slack? I don't know what you mean, mate. Let me know what you mean in the section below. We're getting skinned down there left. They've spotted our weakness here in Schmidt. Yeah, and Aronson, I'd say, mate. I'd say like when they're doubling up, basically. And I think even in the tackle, they both look quite weak, to be honest with you. You're getting their left back overlapping a lot here as well. So Aronson does need to help Schmidt out. Rodon's just been absolutely bouldered over there. Aronson has it. He's getting pulled back there. LUTV has decided to go all the way back to... Aronson's got to take a risk. He's going all the way back here. In a really good position there, and we're all the way back with the centre-backs. And we're in a bit of a transitional moment there. It felt like we had a bit of momentum. But it's just it's the forward line in it here. It's just glaring. Yeah, it's not just Schmidt, mate. I agree. You got to think about Longstaff as well. Longstaff's on that right-hand side, covering as well in the midfield 3. If Aronson's going forward and they hit us on transition, it's up to Longstaff to just fill in for Aronson getting forward. So it's Longstaff as well. It's Longstaff as well as Darlow clears. It's been a very nothing game so far. Like, it's been a very dead game. Yeah, Nemetra looks good. I like Nemetra. He's looking decent, isn't he? I like him. Ball played over the top again. Leeds beaten again. Ooh. Leeds playing the line well, though. High line, played it well. Offside again. It's good way it is in the Premier League as well. El Khanous works as an option 8 for me. Won't be playing with a 10, not the right profile or attacking output to be a left winger. Yeah, he won't be a left winger, mate, but I definitely see him as a 10. Definitely see him as a 10, to be honest with you. But in the formation that we're playing, you know, you could play 2 6s and a number 8/10. And if let's say you've got Ampadu and Stack, and then you play one a bit further forward, because the more effective player in a forward position is going to be like El Khanous over a Longstaff. It's just obvious. But then in the games where you want to be combative, you know, you might actually put El Khanous wide left anyway, and then have your midfield 3, your big physical midfield 3, and El Khanous wide left to just win free kicks, bring Leeds into the game a little bit. There's various options with him. Darlow goes long. Good kick. Really good kick by Carl Darlow. Keeper comes and punches it. I like that from Darlow, though. Goodmanson getting forward as well. Bit of variation there by Carl. Ball came down with snow, and it was an excellent kick, that. 15 minutes till the half ends. Slap a like on the video as well, everybody. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Rick. Please smash a like and subscribe for the best LUFC content on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Leslie says, Connor, this is what Prem teams are going to do for the weakest link. I agree, man. They're definitely going to work on the weakest link. I think we're all aware of that, aren't we? Rodon, Strout. Goodmanson, brilliant from Goodmanson under pressure there. I like the look of Goodmanson. Yeah, I think that's it, Rob, isn't it? Hi, Dino. How's it going? 792 likes and 1,500 watching. Yeah, on my real time, we've actually got 1,600 watching here. So, yeah, guys, if you could, it'd be great if we could get to 1,500 likes. It'd be unbelievable, especially with the fantastic start we had, where I thought none of you were going to come in and watch this. Rangers Nation says, Villarreal are used to defending Real Madrid and Barca. Aronson and Schmidt are a day off. Yeah, I mean, it's not a productive right side, is it? Let's be honest. It is interesting from Farke, though. It is interesting. I do think the midfield looks really good. I think Strouk's been good so far. Strouk's been really good. I've liked the look of Goodmanson. Stack looks good in the midfield. As I've said, Ampadu. Longstaff, I'm a little bit less sure on. Been on that left-hand side of a midfield 3. I don't think he's been unbelievable, but like, as you can see now, him exercising that press is good. Nemecha, not had a lot of service. Nonto's gone off the boil a little bit. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious, you know, it's unequivocally obvious. Leeds are just a lack of potency up front here. We need 2 additions, don't we, to that forward line as well. Probably 2 starting additions as well. Leeds applying a press here, but Villarreal doing quite well. Schmidt wins the ball, though. Nemecha knocks it down. Nonto, really good defending. Really good defending. Predicted where Nonto was going to go there. And that's the acceleration, you know, the beautiful low center of gravity that William Nonto has. The acceleration that, let's say, Ramazani has, you know, the drop of the shoulder, and he can accelerate 3 or 4 yards. That's the beauty of it, really, when it comes to Ramazani in comparison to a Nonto. I love Willie Nonto, but that just out-and-out pace, which Solomon and Nonto don't have, Ramazani has, James has, you know, and that's going to be aided on that transition. That ball through again on Schmidt's side, ball across, and he's offside. Good line from Leeds, though. And what we have to say on a positive note is that is on Schmidt's side as well. So Schmidt is part of the line, but he's struggling out there, bless him. And for some reason, it looks like the Villarreal manager is confused. What we're making of it anyway, then? How we feeling? Schmidt is getting killed. Hi, Connor. Hi, Keith. It's the first time hearing your live chat. Thanks for the content. Enjoying your commentary, as I can't seem to get LUTV live to watch the game. Thanks, Keith. Appreciate that, buddy. Ball played forward. Really nice ball forward there by Schmidt. A good moment. Nemecha holds off the fullback. Can he play the right pass in? Pays it. Brendan Aronson. Schmidt receives it on the outside. Nemecha. Oh, Leeds' best moment. Leeds' best moment. Looks like a corner as well. Well done, Nemecha. Nice sort of reflex there in the box for Leeds United. The ball was pulled back to Brendan Aronson, who kind of took a swung and a hit at the ball. Yeah, it was. He's just so easy to like physically dominate, isn't he? And it's, you know, when you're coming up against a real, you know, decent La Liga side here, you know, the likes of Juan Foyth, the likes of Pepe, Cardona, they've got a good team. it kind of just shows maybe what the levels are going to be like for Brendan Aronson and Jack Harrison, especially, and at the top level and against top level sides. So ball played in from Goodmanson. Spilled by the keeper. Nonso, unlucky, taken off his toes. Pepe receives the ball, headed out. Schmidt gets done, but stands him up again. Pepe, brilliant feet from Nicola Pepe, obviously previously of Arsenal. And Leeds give away a free kick. Brendan Aronson. Yeah, yeah, I completely agree with what you guys are saying. Footy so slow. Jimbo says, how many players do you think we should sell if possible and who? Probably Joseph on loan, Gruev, who you've seen by pre-season isn't really getting a kick. And I think he's another one who'd have himself swallowed up a little bit in the Premier League. Aronson. I would love to be on the sale books, but I can see the prospect of keeping him. I mean, he's got to get closer here, Aronson. He's got to get closer. The left back's just gone all the way through, and he eventually gets a block in. Yeah, he's got to get closer here on this defense here, Aronson. But yeah, I'd obviously sell Aronson, but that won't happen. Harrison, I think realistically will go. Bamford is another one. Get him off the wage bill. Melier, another one. There's a fair few in there. Fair few in there. It's another Villarreal corner here. They put two stinkers in the box, to be fair. Short corner this time. Headed out. Leeds get rid. I think we've been pretty good from corners in pre-season. Schmidt loses it. Wins it back. Well done, Schmidt. And Aronson wins a yeah. Okay. Aronson is fine. His size will be a problem, but he has a role. Wouldn't start him. Yeah, I guess. More chaos factor, I think, Aronson coming on and doing a few bits where it, last 20 minutes of games potentially. But it's the on the ball work, which is the problem with Brendan. It's the on the ball work. It's just the retention of possession, which I'd worry about with him. And I've always worried about him anyway with that. He's a chaos player, Aronson. Leeds are struggling to build out from the back here, but they've done okay to win it back. Well done. I think that was Longstaff in there. Darlow goes long. Don't mind that. Can we get a little winner from Nemecha? No. But Aronson does well. Wins it back. Well done. Can we recycle? Longstaff needs to turn out there. Longstaff and tackled. Sean Longstaff. He had the entire of Elland Road there to really, turn his body out and play the ball out wide. Stack wins it back brilliantly well, but that was really poor from Longstaff there. He's got to look over his shoulder, didn't, and then they were in. Villarreal were in. A little bit of a warning sign for Leeds United there, maybe in transition in the Premier League. Goodmanson takes too long on the ball, gives the ball away, but Leeds win a free kick. And I think there's a yellow card in Brandish. No, there hasn't. What's the fitness levels? They look okay, Howard. Yeah, the fitness levels look okay for Leeds United. Yeah, I don't think there's any problem there, mate. At all. Leeds win a free kick. What can we do for that? Stack wall man, big tackle. Jaden Bogle, did you think that would have been maybe a penalty in the Prem? I don't know. Maybe. Charlie Cruz, another one as well. Yeah. Chadwick's in there as well, isn't he? You don't want to see a bunch of kids on the bench. We've had that lesson with, McCarran and McKinstry and Gelhart before. Stevie, I've heard nothing on outgoings, mate. It's just Joseph's the one that is consistently rumbling on. He'd be a good option for us today, I think. Someone like Joseph as well, even if you want to give Nemecha a rest, then you've got a different profile there to potentially hold the ball up. Looks like there's a few goings on in the box here, which the ref isn't happy with. Ampadu and Manfoyth. Okay. Ball played in. Goodmanson. Interesting that Goodmanson's on set pieces, by the way, everybody. I'd like to see him get a bit more whip on that. Aronson flicks it. Schmidt. Aronson again.
tackled. He just he can't as a wing player, there is no advantage to Brendan Aronson. And in a 4-3-3 system, where else are you going to put him? But the wing, yeah, it's crazy how we played out wide, isn't it, for the US men's national team? He just there's no winger attributes about him really. Ball over the top. Rodon knocks it down. Strout does well. I think Strout's had a really good game so far, reading the game well, playing the ball out from the back well as well. Villarreal are a good team though. They're a good team. Nonso wins it back there though. Can Leeds do something here? Longstaff, it's poor from Nonso. Really poor from Willie Nonso. Just, I know it's a friendly, but in 13 days' time, we are kicking off the Premier League weekend. It would be nice to have maybe just a little bit more efficiency in that final third. It is still very meek, I think, with it being a friendly still. That is the context. It does feel a little bit Nonso or bust at the minute with this forward line. Stack as well. Ampadu back out to Nonso. Stack does well. Goodmanson kind of gets himself into a little bit of bother. Stack is the shining light though at the minute. Him and Nonso. I think Strauk as well. Stack doesn't lose the ball, does he? Does really well there. And Leeds will win a free kick. Willie Nonso. Well done. Chris Goller says Aronson offered 9 goals last year, but Chris, you're not talking about styles there, mate. You're just looking at a stats sheet, and you're just telling me, you're telling me that he offered 9 goals last season. I'm not disputing that, mate, but I'm talking about his transition to the Premier League and how, in my opinion, it won't work. You got to look at the player, what he's going to offer, what he's going to be coming up against. Tell me exactly where, in terms of on the ball, he's going to help Leeds United, and especially against play as well. As I say, I don't mind him for a chaos play in the last 15 minutes, but you can't just say he's got 9 goals last season. That's not validation enough for me. Right, Stack over it. Good to see us win a set piece here. Whips it in. Oh, lucky. Unlucky. I thought that'd be more of a floater from Stack, I'll be honest. Do you not think, like, facially, he's got a bit of a Pontus Jansson look about him? Do you not think? I think he's got a bit of a Jansson look about him. Yeah, JB still. Yeah, we've just not had any outgoings, have we? Josh says Aronson won't work in a new favoured system anyway. Connor, if Rangers by Gelhardt, watch position, would you play him? Depends what you play, mate. I'm not that familiar with what Rangers play, to be honest with you. But I think the ideal position for Gelhardt was always as like a false 9. I would be putting him up with a centre forward. I remember when he went to Sunderland initially, as Goodmanson gets skinned by Pepe. Pepe ball in. Brilliant save, Darlow. Brilliant save, Darlow. Tips it over the bar. Probably the best moment of the match, I'd say, between the both sides. Brilliant feat by Nicola Pepe, getting to the byline, skipping past Goodmanson, putting a lovely delivery in. And I believe it's that number 9, is it? The number 7. With a really good header on goal there, straight down the throat. But it's a really good save by Carl Darlow there. Had to really get some elevation on his jump. Well done, Darlow with a really good save. But yeah, I would say when it comes to Gelhardt, the best position I think he would have played was when Sunderland came in for him. Around about 2 or 3 years ago now. Ball played into the box. Over. And they're going to recover it, I think, as Leeds just stand and watch as Villarreal try to get it back, and they've won it back. But his best position for me would have been up there with a big man. So up there with like a Ross Stewart at Sunderland at the time, but Ross Stewart got injured. Leeds playing that high line really well. And Villarreal are struggling with it at this moment in time in terms of getting beyond Leeds. Anton Stack is magic. He wears a magic hat. He could do. Yeah, I'd go with that, Dino. I'd go with that. And I think that's half time, everybody. That is half time. So what have you made of it then? Let me know in the chat. Half time. Just see if the missus is here. Just get a cup of tea. Nightmare.
Oh, I nearly had 900. I don't know, mate. Might have some trolls in there dragging him down. Who knows? Feel our first 11, his back line is pretty much sorted. Aronson, to be fair, looks like he'd be a decent squad player. Longstaff, on the other hand, I'm not convinced. I'm happy for Darlow to compete with Perry Perry. Longstaff and Aronson for Tanaka and Ramazani, please. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking at. I think the better players in the half have been Strauch. I think Strauch's looked really good, which is positive. I think he's read the game well. I think his distribution's good. Which is good from a backline perspective. Looks like, Strauch is hopefully coming into the season in a bit of form, obviously after his injury last season. Then you've got in the midfield, I like the look of Stack. I think he's everywhere. Great tackle in that first half as well. Looks all and more a 17 to 18 million quid player. I think Ampadu's looked good. I think he's growing into the preseason, which is great to see. I think he's interpreting exceptionally well in that midfield where it's going to bounce, which is important in the Premier League because these players are so perceptive with high football IQs. I think Ampadu has that in his locker. What I'd also say as well, I think Gabby Goodmanson's had a good start as well. I think he lacks the pace of Junior Firpo. I think he lacks the pace, but I like his 1-2 ability in that transition. He's always looking at little flick-ons, 1-2s with the midfielders, which just gets Leeds up the pitch and might mean that we create a lot wide left. Nonso, I think, has been Leeds' best attacking outlet, which will always be the case, I think, in the majority of games in the Premier League. As I've mentioned, football isn't linear, and William Nonso is a very good football player technically. I think he's been good. I think you're really missing Jayden Bogle on that right-hand side. Let's hope he's not out for a long period of time. I think when you look at Isaac Schmidt, I'm not going to berate Schmidt that much. I think there's too much of a distance between Aronson and Schmidt. I think the problem with what you're seeing with Aronson as well on that left-hand side, he's not getting close enough to the left back. So what's happening is the left back's coming forward and they're doubling up on Schmidt. However, what I will say on that as well is Schmidt hasn't been good enough. His perception is duels. In the duels, he's losing a lot of them. But what I would say is I'm not going to berate him, and the reason behind that is because he has no minutes. He doesn't play football games for Leeds United. So in being drafted in for the Bogle injury, Byram on the bench, which is interesting. I thought Byram might have slotted in, but maybe they just see Byram as an out-and-out left back now, is an interesting one. It is an interesting one. But yeah, it's evident that you're missing Bogle on that right-hand side. I think the problem is when you play Aronson wide left against good players as well, especially on the ball, there's just you're not getting any production down that side. You wouldn't get any production down the Harrison side either, which is backed up by, what is it, in his last 40 games, he's had 1 assist in the Premier League. So, yeah, I think when you have Nonso and Ramazan on either side, you're going to get a quicker lead. You're going to get a more efficient Leeds United. You have Harrison and like we've seen in preseason, and or Aronson in a front three. That's you're going to get Leeds going back a lot. And I think you've seen that a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's Schmidt looks like he's trying too hard, Con. Yeah, I think there's something to that, mate. I think I guess you would do, wouldn't you, if you've not had that many minutes. Right. Rightio. Let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the chat. Mick says, hi, Mick. Which Villarreal player would you take and put into our first team? Good question. I would probably go with Nicola Pepe. Yeah, I would go with Nicola Pepe. Gives you something. He's a runner, but he's also absolutely fantastic cutting it on that left hand side. I think I like Pepe a lot. I thought he always got some harsh treatment at Arsenal, and I think from a defensive perspective, he's been really decent in this first half as well. He's a constant danger. So yeah, I'd go with Pepe. Daily News says put Nonso right mid and Ramazani left, then Tanaka for Longstaff. Don't think that's bad. That's a bad shout. Geno says Aronson's been the best player. You on the wind up? I don't know. I don't know. Sam, the man, says Longstaff is a letdown. Looks like he can't keep up. We need more fullbacks as well. Other than that, I'm happy. I think Aronson has had a good. Okay, right. Okay, interesting. Not just you, Geno. Not just you, mate. Fair enough. I'm glad Schmidt is getting game though. I've always wanted to see him get minutes. I guarantee if he leaves, he'll smash it with a new club. Jimmy K says, are you concerned with us playing a line given the quality of the Prem, Connor? Jimmy, I think it's a good question. You've got to be very, very... I think the good thing about playing a high line is you've got to be very aware of the man next to you. You've got to be very aware of the left back and the right back. I think what you're seeing in this game is three who are working the line pretty well. And I think with Schmidt, naturally, because he's not got those partnerships, he doesn't play football with this back line. I think there's just a little bit of a breakdown there. And you've seen them get in and around Schmidt quite a bit. But I think overall, the Leeds defense is holding the line quite well. You know, a high line is based on relationships. It's knowing each other's games. And you can see with Rodon and Stroud that they know that. It's all about communication as well. So I think Bogle's very vocal, isn't he? Him being back there would help. But are you going to get exposed playing a high line? Yes, but you've also got the aid of VAR, haven't you? And the likelihood is, well, you're hoping anyway that some of these teams are going to be marginally offside in ways that they get forward. It also means that Leeds are able to press up the pitch a little bit higher and win the ball back higher, because if you're playing a high line, the unit moves up the pitch 5 to 10 yards. So, okay. Okay, some people saying, yeah, varied opinions. Some people saying Longstaff's been fantastic, Leon. Low Hall says Aronson played further back. He's looked decent defensively. Okay. Need a good 10, Connor, to sex up this team. Yeah, it needs that, doesn't it, mate? It needs something going forward, I think. I think it needs something going forward a little bit, in my opinion. Guys, listen, we're going to stick on. I am literally just going to go get a cup of tea so I can talk to you. I am talking a lot. Aragorn, good to see you in here, my man. Not seeing you in here. It's a good to see you here, pal. Aragorn, so Longstaff has had a couple of misplaced passes. Otherwise, he's been great. I think that's the big thing, mate. I think it's the off the ball work, which people can't measure a lot of. But it's interesting, isn't it? It seems to be a bit of debate when it comes to Longstaff. Just going to get a brew, guys. I will be 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes, and I'll see you in a sec. Oh, we're back. We are back. I'm not putting them on. Yeah, just got myself a little brew. Got myself a brew. Right, okay. So have a look what's going on. What's really going on out here? Right, I got myself like a little nutrition bar, and then I've got myself a what have I got myself? I've got myself a cup of tea. It's not a greatest cup of tea, to be honest with you. It just looks a little bit like pond water. So yeah. All right, let's get your comments back up, you lovely lot. See what you're saying. Dal looks good again. Bryce is 1.3k watch. That's good above. Apparently, I can't talk, Bryce. Yes, it is, mate. That's hilarious, that, because I left and we had 1.7k and now we've got 1.3. My presence. So, yeah, let's rack them all up again, lads. But thanks so much, bud. Really appreciate it. Right. What is going on then? Welcome back. It is Yorkshire tea as always, mate. Some great teas in Yorkshire. Sunderland fans are glazing Xhaka's first game already. It's a massive increase, though, isn't it, to what they've had, to what they've had. So I guess would we be the same? We probably would be, wouldn't we? Let's be brutally honest. Trying to find this flipping stream now. Where's it gone? Where has it gone? You overcharging me again, you buggers. Right, let's try and find it. There we go. Right. See what you guys are saying. No Lancashire tea. No, mate. No way. No way. They don't know what to do, mate. They've no idea what to do. I don't know what their Lancashire tea is. I think it's like, what is it called? Manchester Bee tea or something like that. It's crap. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Thanks, Mark. Mark, hold on. I'll make you, hold on, pal. I'll get you in the mod section. The mod heads. Where are you? Where are you, pal? Have I just closed my chat? Come on, Connor. It's got to be better than that, mate. It's got to be better than that. Show chat, that's the one. If you want to be a mod as well, you got to be nice. You got to be nice, but Mark, you are a mod now, my mate. Got all the power. Yeah, it's crap. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you. Yorkshire's genuinely the only one I like. Tetley's is just, it's average, in it. Hi, Arthur. It's just, yeah, it's just poor. So I've gone with that though. That could be like, can you see? It's quite a dark cup. I do like my tea just left in there too. But I sometimes leave the tea bag in there. Trigger Happy says not looking great. I know it's about fitness. I don't think it is, mate. I don't think it's just about. Maybe it's quite controversial me saying this, but I don't think it is just about fitness. I keep saying this. Like, I think it's about, you've got to be seeing off the ball bits and on the ball bits. I think you've got to see patterns of play. There's 8 of the starting 11. Probably now featuring, dependent on new signings. I think you've got to start seeing. Well, if you're not going to see it 13 days before the season, the weekend of the Premier League, when are you going to start seeing it? There's not going to be like some sort of divine improvement going towards the start of the season. It is just going to be what it is. So you want to start seeing a bit of momentum. You want to start seeing consistency with the midfield. You want to start seeing partnerships up top. You want to start seeing a centre-back duo being, really good when it comes to understanding who's covering, who's going. And we've got that already, so we've got a good partnership. You want to see Gabby Goodmanson almost utilising what Junior Firpo did in the Championship, but being positionally a little bit more aware and being defensively a little bit better as well at the top level. So, yeah. Yorkshire Gold, M&S Gold. M&S Gold, look at this, man. Rory, I'll make you one, mate. You need to let me have a half, mate. But yeah. I really like. Does anybody like Strauch in that half as well? Looking good, I think. I have to say though, guys, when we're talking about Ethan Ampadu, he needs a little bit more respect. He needs a little bit more respect, in my opinion. Been too many people who've shunned him going into this season. He's not made a mistake in this game, and he's grown into pre-season. It's like a new signing, And do any of the other clubs have that? Do any of the other clubs have like the four midfielders we have? Do any of the other clubs have the options at the back that we have in terms of the centre backs? I honestly think we're in a really good position, Leeds United. I honestly think we're in a really good position. Um, you know, you hear that? Shut up. Um, but yeah, no, I think overall, I think it's we're in a really good spot with the squad depth. I think. Hold on a minute. There's like a Swedish bird outside here just waffling. Hold on. Shut up. Anyway. But yeah. I don't understand why we are pursuing elk. You're doing it, Chris, my man. You're doing the exact same thing, and I knew you were this type of guy because as soon as you contributed in the chat, mate, initially you just went, Brendan Aronson has 9 goals last season. That's why we have him. Chris, you've got to start looking at football, and I'm not being patronising here, mate, but you've got to start looking at it in a little bit more detail. This whole goal contributions thing, we did an entire rumour mill 20-minute spell on it, mate. Leeds play a completely different style of football. In fact, chat, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. We've gone over this. I've got. If you want to check this out, Chris, I broke this down on a 20-minute segment on the room mill, and I also did a video on it just off the cuff. So I'm not going to go down it again, mate. But you cannot compare the situation at Leicester to the situation at Leeds United. It's completely different and it's redundant. So we're just going to change around what I think we've gone for. So we've got Yoel Peru up top. We've got Peru up top. I'm actually just gonna hold on. We'll actually get the second half going before we start making the changes. But Peru's up top. I don't think Ramazan is on yet. We've got a Premier League ball as well. There we go, guys. We're already off. So I'm just going to change that lineup. So Stack's still in there. Ampadu still in there, which is good. Gruev is on, which I presume means Longstaff's off. Biol is back there with Rodon. So Pascal's out. Jakobiol's there. Aronson's still on. Nonto's still on. Schmidt's still on. So no Ramazani yet. Good football there by Schmidt. Really nice knock on. Yes, I think that's what we're going for. I think there's only like 3 changes right now. Oh no, Longstaff. Longstaff's off, isn't he? Longstaff's off. Gruev is on. Okay. There we go. So I think that's what we're looking at. Ampadu. Gruev. Gabby Goodmanson. Gruev on. Yeah, they're all on. No worries, Chris. No worries, mate. Who's down? Can I have a guess who's down? Leeds win it back. So Leeds kicking from left to right. Calm down, everyone. It's early days. Is that Aronson down? I'm predicting it's Aronson down. Could be wrong, but I'm going to predict and say it's Aronson down as the Leeds player down. He's got long back. It is Aronson. Yep, it's Aronson. Okay. Mark says, I'm a Leicester fan and El Canoes would be an absolutely outrageous signing. I don't know what's up with Aronson there. He's a top 6 level player and no exaggeration. 42 chances. Okay. Mark, you've been sent from the gods. Should have got 10 assists. Mark, this is the context. This is the context, my friend. And this is why you cannot just look, as you'll rightly know, mate, as a Leicester fan, you cannot just look at the goal contributions. You've got to look at the team in and around him. You know, are Leicester facilitating overloads? Jamie Vardy, as much as he was good for Leicester and has been good for Leicester, is he the profile who El Canoes would feed off? Probably not, when you're looking at these transitional moments. Abdel Fattah, I believe if Abdel Fattah would have been playing for the majority of the season with Mavadidi and El Canoes, there'd have been so much more productivity going forward for Leicester. There's so much more context that needs to be applied. I think we've got a better base of midfield than what Leicester has, especially in terms of creativity. So I think El Canoes would massively work at Leeds United, especially between those half spaces. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, mate. Oh, Chris, don't be daft, man. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. And I apologize if I came across as a little obtuse. No, not at all, mate. Please get your opinion. Schmidt does really well there. Schmidt's definitely more of a winger, guys, isn't he? Definitely more of a winger. You can just tell. Ball kicked out by the Villarreal keeper. A little bit more intensity with Leeds here, which is good. Leeds win it back again. Road on. Nonso pushed in the back there, referee. No foul. Ampadu closing down well. Leeds really harrying excellently here. Ethan Ampadu. Lovely. But Ampadu's been brilliant. Ampadu's been brilliant. He's been absolutely excellent in this game. I think he's been better than Stack, and I think Stack's been excellent. Ampadu's not put a single foot wrong. Neither has Stack, to be fair, but his pass selection's been brilliant. Unlucky. Curse the commentator. Change goalkeeper, Connor. Why? Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. I was trying to keep that out of my mind. That has happened. It still upsets me when that happens, to be honest with you. I get he's a Leeds player, but I'm kind of can we just keep Darlow in? I'd rather have an injured Perry in there, to be honest with you. Have you seen, just watch Gruev's play. So Leeds are effectively in a back three here in build-up, and Gruev is just playing the left of a back three. Get this in build-up. It's so interesting. Schmidt does well. Schmidt started a little bit better here. I think it's possession heavy. Aronson gives it away. It's really poor from Aronson there. As Villarreal come forward, lovely little feet. Ball played forward. Brilliant tackle, Yaka. Had to make it. Had to make it, Yaka. Excellent tackle. Anton Stack. Great ball, Stack. And we're focusing on Biol instead of focusing on the transitional movements. Real fight in that Leeds midfield, which is great to see. Ampadu, Stack, all about it. It's excellent. Really great to see. Okay. Yeah, lovely little switch there by the Villarreal central midfielder. Schmidt started better. I think Schmidt started a lot better. Yeah, Ramazani is... yeah, he's not his favourite, is he? He's not his favourite. Gabby Goodmanson. Ooh, should win a free kick there. Does well. Gamesmanship. Love it. Daniel says, how was Nemecha? He was okay. Tommy Taylor says, my dad is enjoying your video so much he's taking his trousers off. Well, shout out to you, Gordon. Getting that excited. Oh, God. Right now, I find that sort of like immature humor really good, mate. So there you go. Slap a like on the video, everybody, if you're new. Go get Muniz and Bakwa. Justice for Largy. Yeah, I know what you mean. He just is just, yeah. I've said this in the championship, though, haven't I, for about 400 years. So it is what it is. Villarreal coming out of it. Connor, I'm coming home end of the month. Don't laugh. But what are my chances of getting tickets without going bankrupt to watch a match? My parents live in Wortley, so at least I can hear fans. Are you a member, Michelle? Are you a member? I don't know how it works with the Canadians, but presumably you are. You'll always be in a ballot if you are a member. I am that of every Melee kicks the ball straight back to Villarreal. Good to see. But yeah, you can do that. Worst case scenario, and unfortunately Leeds have this now, and I'm pretty dumbfounded as to why we're on sites when it comes to sales of tickets like this. But SeatGeek, stuff like that, Leeds are on there. You might be able to pay like 60 quid for a ticket, which is a joke. But yeah, I'd become a member if I'm honest with you. Phoebe Roberts, the early bird catches the Leeds United worm. How's Patty Bamford? Hi, Phoebe. He's not playing at the minute. He's not playing. But yeah, he's all right in general. I don't know him, but yeah. Gav says, Connor, have we hit the release clause for El Canoes? Not yet, mate. Not yet, from what I understand. Villarreal, good little play there. Peru does well to get in front of his man, wins a free kick for Leeds United. Byron Munford, Schmidt or Goodmanson? Yeah, I guess. It would be very, Byram on the right and Schmidt on the right. There's nothing really between them, to be honest, mate. I don't really see. I mean, the Leeds have been encouraged to get forward here a lot. I think the inclusion of Gruev. Oh, please be okay, Goodmanson. Please be okay, Goodmanson. Goodmanson's just fallen. Is he all right? Yeah, he is. So this is what Leeds are like in build-up right now. So I'll just get it on screen so you guys have got a bit more of a visualization. So because Gruev's on, Leeds are a little bit more like this in build-up. We'll go you there. That's right. Yeah, no, hold on. So this is what Leeds United are like in build-up at the minute. So if you're not watching and you can effectively see my screen, you've got Yakabiol on the right-hand side of a centre-back three in build-up. Then you've got Joe Rodon centrally, and then you've got Gruev dropping into the back three and effectively facilitating Gabby Goodmanson getting forward a little bit. Looks like the inclusion of maybe that build-up of back three is aiding. Looks like it's aiding Isaac Schmidt as well. There's not that much onus on him defending. Well, we're saying that now. Ball played through. Here we go. They're in. Melee closes the angle. No worries, Michelle. Yeah, become a member. That's probably the best way you can do it. And they'll send you emails, and you'll see something like Leeds United are putting the tickets on sale at said o'clock, and you'll be able to log on. I know it's hard for you in Canada. Every time we bring on Largy, we look at a different team. I agree, Jaden. I agree. Completely agree. It's just, I just see it as a bit of wasted time. Brendan been on the pitch, I'll be honest with you, and you got Largy Ramazani on the bench. Ball switched in. Oh, free man on the edge. Blocked by Leeds United. Can we hit a transition here? Aronson, Nonso, they've recovered really well here, Villarreal, but Leeds have the ball. William Nonso wins a free kick. Hi, Swampy. Just got in. How we're looking? A team that can stay up or a team that's going to go straight back down? I'm happy with what I've seen, Swampy. I think it's clear. It is clear that we are missing a bit of pizzazz in the final third, a bit of pace. The lucky thing about Leeds United is we have James and Ramazani who can supply that. James obviously isn't available now, but Ramazani is. But we've looked okay, mate. I think we've looked okay. Context is it's a decent Villarreal side. Elan Melee still in net. Yeah. Maybe Farker just wants to see. Maybe Farker just wants to see Nonso on that left-hand side. Maybe, and you're not going to put Ramazani on that right, I guess. Even though I think he could play there. It's for conditioning. It's late for the count. I think Stash is right there. I think that's a mature thing to say as well. It is conditioning. You got to think, guys, this isn't a pro match. We're not getting points for this or losing points. So ball played over the top Leeds line is good. But if you're to ask me overall, are we missing it? We are missing someone. Yeah, we're definitely missing someone in that final third who can just make it click. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I think I think the midfield's decent, really decent. Actually, I think it's Premier League standard. The centre backs are Premier League standards. I think our starting fullbacks are Premier League standard. I think it's the front line that needs help. We need someone in the half spaces. You're getting like I don't properly want to see the likes of Stack and be almost asked to be the creator. And that's kind of what you're seeing a little bit now, I think. Goodmanson does really well, wins a free kick. Been a bit rough with Goodmanson, aren't they? Yeah, Chris, you mentioned him before, mate. Yeah, Chris Goller. Yeah, you could be right there, mate. Don't see why that wouldn't be a thing to look forward to, I guess, yeah. 1.7k of you in the building, everybody. Shove a like on the video if you would. Schmidt's had a really good, but I think a lot of the build-ups are much. I think the build-up is aiding Schmidt a little bit here because he's a runner, isn't he? He's been asked to just get forward, and you've got the likes of Rodon, Biol, Gruev in that covering for Goodmanson and Schmidt. So look at Schmidt's position here. If you're watching the game, it's very far forward, as is Goodmanson's. They've got cover basically now in a back three. Gruev with some really lovely pass selection there. Brilliant ball by Peru. Nearly getting Nonso in, but he's offside. But Leeds haven't got behind their back line enough. I think the Metro might have done it in the first half with the through ball. Aside from that, Leeds haven't got beyond that back line, really. They're a good footballing team, Villarreal. They are a really good footballing team. I like them. They're able to get out of spaces really well. I wonder what the predicted finish is this year, Villarreal. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what the predicted finish is. It's like bookies odds for Villarreal's finish. Bookies odds. Goodmanson up against this right winger here. He's done well, Goodmanson. I like Goodmanson. I like him a lot. I really do. He's looked really good this second half as well under a bit of pressure. Yeah, if some of you guys can find it and just put it in the chat, that'd be ideal. I can't seem to find anything regarding what the odds are. Need a 17 goal a season striker. Bowden Llewellyn. First watch along, follow Connor, and I'm loving it, my man. Couldn't get a stream. Bowden, your first one, my man. No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's pretty obvious. We need some players, don't we? Just in that forward line. But you've got to think about what we're doing this season. You know, we're going to be hanging in games, and I think we've shown throughout preseason. I think the Man United result was a good result in terms of structure of the club as well. You know, the squad, I should say. You know, and a lot of teams have lost this season. A lot of teams have lost matches this season. We haven't. Looks like Tanaka and Ramazani are coming on now. These are excellent options for Leeds United as Leeds win that throw. So we're going to see a lot of pace injected now, aren't we? We're going to see a lot of quality, I think, with Ramazani and Tanaka coming in. We haven't got Bogle as well. Got to bear that in mind. Perry isn't starting, is he? The goalkeeper. Chris says, well, here we go for another season. How are you, Connor? Good to see you in here, Chris. How's the summer been, mate? All good? What on earth has gone on there? There was a ball back to Elland Road. What the hell happened there? Who did that? Someone put a ball back to Melee, and you do not give the ball back to Elland Melee. Do not give him the ball back at any case. But that was a terrible ball back. Who was that? I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I was too busy looking at the chat. Okay. Rodon knocks it clear. Stack chasing. Nonto chasing. Nonto's, that's a foul. That should be a foul anyway. I think Nonto's done quite well there, actually. Has he won that free kick? Gives it a wry smile. Brilliant. Brilliant. I think he's won that. 1911 Woodwork says he needs to be starting versus Everton. Ramazani, he does, yeah. Well, the current squad build-up, he has to, mate, yeah. I mean, when you look at him maybe against the Mikolenko or on that right-hand side against the Nathan Patterson, maybe, he has to be starting Ramazani. You know, you can't be starting the likes of Aronson in a game like that. Elon Mele kicking the ball out of play nearly. Schmidt's had to just like elongate his spine to try and keep it in. Cardona. Ball whipped in, headed out. Just shows you guys how distribution from a goalkeeper can absolutely kill style of play, and it can just kill a phase of play. You know, that is just what Elon Mele has done there. Just booted the ball out to Isaac Schmidt, and he couldn't get anywhere near it really in terms of doing anything effective on the ball. And Villarreal got hold of it and nearly got in between the lines there and scored. I think it's Danny Pareo in the middle. Danny Pareo. Paul Clayton says Villarreal predicted to finish 7th. There you go. A little bit of a marker. They're a good team. I think on the ball they look very good. They've not given us much, to be honest with you. That's really good football. They're in here. Ball played in. Great save. Melier. Rebound. 1-0 Villarreal. Really good goal. Really good goal. Nobody reacted to that, which was odd. 1-0 Villarreal. But excellent goal. I thought really good football between the lines, one touch stuff. Ball, initial really good save from Melier, to be fair. Really good save. Nobody reacted though. The ball was bouncing and the centre forward, I think, got in front of Biol there. Yeah, really bit of quality football though throughout the side, I thought. 1-0. So Ramazani comes on and Schmidt comes off. Ramazani comes on and Byram comes on. Okay. So there's Ramazani there. Tanaka, has he come on? Can't see Tanaka. Yeah, I'm not sure that was on Melier. I'm not sure that was on Melier. It was a good save. I thought that was a decent save, to be honest with you. The reaction to it was my big worry. Leeds players just standing there and watching. But yeah. Is Aronson still? Yeah, Aronson's still on the pitch. Okay. But it's what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Beal. Gruev needs to turn out. Gruev needs to start turning out in these positions. He's giving us no options, really. Goodmanson tries to get forward, tackled, and he's giving it the other way. Woody said he's already predicting relegation. Good to see, Woody. Ball played forward, rode on. Should be a foul, I think. Is Aronson gone central? I think so. So yeah, we'll move around some of the lineups here, everybody, because there have been changes, obviously. So I think we're in probably more of a 4-2-3-1. Maybe more of a 4-2-3-1 now, it looks like, anyway, with Longstaff off. So 4-2-3-1. It looks like you've got Ampadu and Stack at the base. And then you've got Isaac Schmidt. Grev almost looks like he's left back, doesn't he? I don't know. I don't know what formation we're playing. It still looks like it's almost 3 at the back in build-up. It is, isn't it? It's 3 in the back. It's poor ball, that, from Ampadu. It's giving him a lot to do there. I think that might be it still, to be honest with you. So we'll go 3 at the back still. I think 3-4-3. And that is genuinely what I think it is. So Gabby Goodmanson. I think Grev is still effectively at the back. Aronson, I don't know where Aronson's playing, to be honest. He's probably still playing on out wide. Byram's come on. Who's Byram come on for? Schmidt. So Schmidt will be Sam Byram, wide right. Leeds win a throw high up. Aronson's still on. So who did Rama come on for? Was it Nonto? It was Nonto, yeah. Ramazani. Would have been nice to see him play together, but he's just getting minutes in, I guess. Villarreal about to make some changes as well. Stack, Ampadu, Gruev, good ball. Tanaka. We've not brought Tanaka in yet, have we? Who's gone off? Stack, isn't it? Stack's gone off. Yeah, Stack's gone off. So Tanaka's come on. There we go. Sorry, everybody. It's because this data pack hasn't come through yet. So it's all fun and games. So Tanaka is in there as well. So there you go. That's your updated 11. Guys, calm down in the chat. Calm down in the chat. Fuck, I should be sacked. Oh, come on. Let's calm down. Let's keep our heads. Aronson. Ampadu. Aronson. How do you think we'd have reacted, our fan base, if we'd have lost like 3-0 to Hearts, which Sunderland did? Because they lost to Sporting as well. They've lost to Hearts. I think they lost another game as well. Ampadu. Beal does well. Rodon. Poor touch from Aronson. But he's got round him somehow. Well done, Brendan. Ball in. Oh, hey! There we go. Well done, Brendan Aronson. And it's Yoel Peru in pre-season again. There we go. 1-1. Leeds back into it. Fantastic stuff. Well done. There you go. I bet you're all back now, aren't you? Oh, it's fine. We're going to win the league. Hold on. I'll just update the clock. So, yeah, on 67, looks like Leeds are back in it, everybody. Back in it. Good stuff. Yo, Peru again. Well done, Brendan Aronson as well. Thought he'd lost it, got round his man. Good ball into the box as well, into the danger zone. You got to give a bit of credit to him. I think that shows as well that he's winning the Champions League. Hey, Connor, where are we going to meet in Dublin? I'll be arriving on American Airlines next Friday at 11 a.m. Lee, I'm still thinking to myself, should I get there on Friday, to be honest? I am still thinking to myself, should I do that? But yes, I am actually getting there on Saturday because of my brother's a paramedic and my dad works in a warehouse, so they don't have time off. So yeah, I'm having to get there on Saturday, annoyingly.
But yeah, I'll keep you updated on what I'm doing. But yeah, it'll be likely be the Camden, mate. But I'll let you all know on my Instagram or whatever. But Leeds looking good here, looking a little bit more fired up after the subs, which is good. Ball played in. Ramazani, unlucky Rama. There you go. Ramazani shot efficiency. I think we might be offside there. No, we're not. Unlucky Ramazani, though, testing the goalkeeper. That's what we need, everybody. It's almost like we've been crying out for that. Ramazani, ball played through. Joel Peru, unlucky. Kingy says Farker out. Kingy, have a day off, mate. Kingy, I don't get the point, mate. I love you in here, mate, but I don't get the point when it's not going to happen. You are shouting things that are not going to happen, mate. It's just going to put you in a constant negative state. Constant. You know what I mean, mate? If you're not, if you can never enjoy it because Farker's in charge, there's, and I get it, mate. It's subjectivity, but mate, you're in here every rumor mill, every match review, just telling me Farker out. So I just, mate, for your mental well-being, I'm here for you, mate. I'm here for you. And I just don't want you doing this all the time because you're just not going to be able to enjoy it. What's the point? You're not going to be able to enjoy football. You know what I mean? So I get it though. I get, you know, his opinions, isn't it? I understand that completely, obviously. Make sure you slap on a like on the video, everybody. Thank you so much. I was honestly back to the Infar We Trust Brigade. Fair enough, Chris. Fair enough. I can see all the time in the chat as well, mate. You're a little bit upset by things when it comes to the manager, and I get it. It's just you'll never enjoy yourself, will you, mate? You'll never enjoy yourself. Kingy is Michael Carrick for consistency. He is. You are. To be fair to Kingy, he's in it. You know, he parades his message, and I get it. I understand it. Ball played in the box. Melee should have come for it. Byram does well. Tanaka. Good ball. Come on, Brendan. Keep hold of it. Well done, Brendan. Now get rid. Brendan, get rid of it. Get rid of it, Brendan. Yeah, I thought he was going to cut inside there. Okay, he's want to throw him. Just want to throw him. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Day. I agree with that. Yeah, Tanaka changes the tempo. He does, doesn't he, mate? Listen, guys, Pedraza is coming on. God, he's not changed, has he? He has not changed. If any of you guys have been fans of this football club, you'll remember him drilling a late winner in against Birmingham City away. Good goal, actually, to be fair. Leeds come on the counter-attack anyway. Should be a foul. And for whatever reason, the ref has waved that off. That is completely bizarre. Byron went for a 1-2 and was evidently fouled. Ball played up there. BO wins it. Well done, Yaka. Grove does well. You can tell they've made a few changes now as well. Maybe they had their stronger setup at the very beginning, and we've now brought our technically stronger side on now, maybe. The lad in midfield's a good player, the number 18. Hey, Connor, the team must be cold now. It kind of is, mate, yeah. Lukewarm. Alfonso. Yeah, Alfonso Pedraza. Here he comes. Villarreal on the ball. 20 left. Yes, Parejo. Is Parejo? I think he is still in there, isn't he? Still can knock it about, though, can't he? Number 10. Villarreal getting a little bit more of a foothold on the game now. Number 18 is a good player. I keep saying this in the middle. Again, number 18 is a big lad as well, isn't he? Look, the good left foot on him. Ball played in again. Melee comes and claims. Yeah, Leeds just got to get a grip of the game a little bit more now. It feels like Villarreal are just getting into it after having our successful period.
Who scored, please? Yo, Peru. Could put this in if it's a little bit better. Hold on. A little bit better. Villarreal with another 800 changes. They've literally brought on about 3 teams at this point. But Pedraza. Who assisted? God, what a question. Hi, just joining. Hi, Connor. Bit at work. How are we playing, guys? We're doing all right, mate. We're doing all right. Yeah, there's been, as I say, we'll talk about it. We're going to do a match review after the game, which will be pre-recorded, but it might give you a little bit of a feel of what's happened. And if you did miss it, it'll only be like an 8 to 10 minute anyway. But yeah, I'll get into it after that, everybody. If you want to have a look, might give you just a bit of a breaking down. Timmy says Sunderland and Burnley losing again, guys. Just imagine if that was us. Imagine if that was us. We're losing to Villarreal, and some people are having a meltdown. Oh, Beale's been caught there. Poor from Beale. They're in. Villarreal. Well done, Gruev. I mean, Elland, you could have picked that up. It wasn't I don't think that was a back pass. He just screams erratic, doesn't he? Tanaka does well. So does Peru. Largy on the ball now. Streaming forward. Here we go. The little dynamo. Good little ball from Goodmanson. Oh, Goodmanson. It's a great tackle. No, it's a poor second ball in that from Goodmanson. It's every time Ramazani gets the ball. It's a low center of gravity. It's the pace. You see the difference, guys? Do you see the difference? It is just it's raw pace, and it's a real good close control as well from Ramazani. I love him, man. I absolutely love that man. Pro's birthday. Good to see. Is Dublin sold out, Connor? I think it must be close, mate. It must be close. I don't think you can buy tickets there anymore, can you? No, Dormston. I didn't, mate. I didn't. She was outside, I think. No, don't be saying that, mate. I'll get in trouble. Ball over the top. Oh, Goodmanson's beaten. What are you doing, Melier? Oh my God. It's like Goodmanson's down. Oh, Melier. Who's he shouting at? He's so annoying. Like, he's so annoying, Elland Melier. Like, Goodmanson did well, was clearly shielding the ball. Basically, guys, the ball went over the top, went beyond the back line. And let's just look at this again. Went beyond the back line. Goodmanson shielding the ball for Melier. Melier then just, what? He's just a clown, mate. He's just an absolute clown. Like, and he shouts at everyone as well. That's what annoys me the most. He's 99% at fault, but he just blames everybody. He's like shouting at everybody else. Comes and tries to flap on the ball. Looks like he lands on Goodmanson. Just the clumsy clown in there. And I'm hoping Goodmanson's all right here. This is the honestly, guys, this is how problematic this can be, because currently, if Gabby Goodmanson's out, we don't have a left back. And the left back the understudy is Sam Byram. Just only Elland Melier could just sit on Goodmanson like that. Flipping heck, man. Just, he's such a... Look at this. Ball over the top. Goodmanson shields it. I don't even... And Melier, what is he doing? Just, honestly, guys, Melier's flapping around. I think he lands on him as well. He literally is just flapping around. Then he always does it. He goes to a referee and starts going, or shouting at someone in the back line to basically psychologically take the attention off the fact that it's him that is 99% at fault. Like, even in the like, you just, how erratic it, like, for the 2 corners we've had, and he just hasn't come and claimed them. Yeah, right. Look, it's just, when he's in there, it is just, get him out of this club. Flipping heck, man. Yeah, just getting rid of our left back. Please be okay, Gabby. Come on. This is what we're going to be doing throughout the entire season, by the way, because hopefully let's get this fullback cover in. Get Elland Melier. Sabotage it is, Chase. Get him out of my club. Be okay, Gabby. Come on. Normally, he's such a dependable player as well. Classic. He'd come to Leeds and just get nailed. Is he all right? Is he okay? Ref's just like, you are a Doylem, aren't you, to Melier. Oh, Ankergren, mate. I'd have Ankergren now over Melier. I know, Paul, I know. So hope he's all right, though. Just run it off, lad. Come on, run it off. Got that magic sponge. Where's Perry today? He is injured, apparently. Got a list of them injured today, mate. It's competitive, this, all of a sudden. I mean, it's been a really competitive game. It's been a good test for us, this. I think. Larkin, just imagine scenes. Just nails him. Oh, dear. Right, Villarreal have it at the back. But like I said, it's been a good test for us, this, because they're a good team, Villarreal. They're a good team. Just keeping the ball. I wonder when La Liga starts, actually. It should be soon, shouldn't it? La Liga start date. Because they might have had more friendlies than us. So they start on the 17th of August. Ball played out wide. Goodmanson. Ball played in. Great block by Beal. And again over the bar. What a block by Beal that was. What an unbelievable block. Do you know we've got to be there? That you've got to be sharper on the rebound. It's like when their goal went in and we weren't really sharp on the rebound from Melier. This is just outstanding from Beal, that. You've got to be better on the rebound, though, Leeds United. Rebound out to the Villarreal lad. You've got to be on him. These second balls, but that's just excellent from Beal. What a block. We are trying to build out, though. It's interesting. It's good football by Leeds. It's good football. I love it how this is as if it's Premier League. Like Sunderland losing. Ampadu. It'd be great to just win it, wouldn't it? Nick a little one. Gruev. Ramazani. Tries to go for the flick on. Yeah, we're still missing it. We're still missing. See someone on Twitter saying it about a Maverick. We are still missing someone in that space, I think. Definitely. Frank Spencer. Aronson's coming off. Ooh, we get to update the table. Aronson's off, and I think Harry Gray's coming on. I don't even know if will Harry Gray have a card on this. He might not even have a card. What number is Harry Gray? Do we know? He'll be like number 450. Let's just put him at. Does anyone know what number Harry Gray is? Let's have a look. Is it 45? In my head, I've got 45. Harry Gray number. Oh, I've nailed it. 45. 45. I literally have to put that on because, yeah. Okay, and it's still going number 0. I've got a feeling they might nick one here. They're looking pretty dangerous now. Gray does well, though. Go on, give it off, lad. It goes all the way back to Byron, but it's a poor pass from Harry Gray. Byron gets rid. It's just not giving you a number for Harry Gray, which is slightly annoying. Good old data pack. Right. Well, sorry, guys. You're just going to have Harry Gray, number 0. 45. By yourself, Sudge Allen there, mate. No, I'm joking, mate. I remember Frank Spencer. Right. I'm hoping Goodmanson's all right. Moving a bit gingerly. Gray does well. Intercepts. Pedraza. You don't want this going into the season, though. You don't want Harry Gray coming on in a Premier League season. You don't want that. This is why you've got to fill out that bench. That's why I was going on about Brownhill the other day, bringing someone in as rotation and someone who's got a decent pedigree really at this level, even when it comes to goals, and who's in form. 18 goals last year. Brownhill coming in to have been a good addition. Okay, they're building a little bit here now, though. Ball on that right-hand side. Greb's got over. Villarreal are in. Unlucky. Nice little flick. Yeah, Leeds look like they're edging out now. Villarreal have almost got a bit stronger. It's a good test this for Leeds because Melee has just nearly thrown the ball out of play. But it's a good test this for Leeds because they are growing into the game. They really are growing into the game. Did Largy start? No, he didn't. But yeah, we'll be doing a review after the game, everybody. It's going to be a bit of a pre-recorded one as well. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can just click on and click off whenever you want. Great. Oh, poor from Peru on his right side. There is still the physicality conversation with Peru. That's not just gone down. I think Leeds have tried to play out from the backup points, and he's not really been able to hold the ball up. That is where Nemetra excels. Harry Gray. Can Leeds nick something? Ethan. They're pressing well, to be fair, Villarreal, but it does leave holes. But Leeds have lost that duel, and yeah, they just seem to be growing into it a lot more. They look a little bit more composed. They're aggressive. They're aggressive on a press as well. Yeah, Leeds battling now. Leeds are battling. I think my slight worry is in the game, it's the passing out and the joining of dots from Ethan from Altanaka. I really like the variation of the three midfielders we've got, but I think Tanaka almost feels like he has to be in there with build up. Knocks it forward. Ramazani. Well done. Good defending there from Goodmanson, but he's out of position again. He's on his arse again. It's a real competitive game. It reminds me of Betis last year. Do you remember we played Real Betis? Was it 2-0? 2-2, sorry. But it was competitive. I might have won that game 2-1. I can't remember. Oh, dear. 5 left on the clock. Injured Myrna. 5 left on the clock. And the buzzer. 2,000 of you in the building, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you slap a like on the video. We will be doing a match review immediately after this. Not live, but it will be recorded. Please make sure you're checking out the stuff. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you as well. We hit 1.25 million views in 28 days. So thank you so much for your tremendous support. I sound like the Leeds United Stadium announcer, but it is true. Thank you, all of you. And I do notice a hell of a lot of you. So thank you. I agree, OB. Yeah, yeah. I think you've effectively got to have Tanaka in there, haven't you? I think this is where the difference is, with Bilal El Khanous. Bilal El Khanous can drop deep. We don't want him to be doing that with the players that we've got in him behind, but he can drop deep and pick up the ball and dictate the game from that role as well. Yeah. So you look at Tanaka in terms of that build up, Khanous can do something similar. So you got to aid it though, because without Tanaka in that midfield, there is a real lack of pizzazz. Realistically, we finished top 4, says MOT at all Leeds, aren't we? You forget Ramazani used to play week in, week out against this lot as well. Teams like this in La Liga. Beal. Yes, Paul, he will, mate. He's back tomorrow. Melee. Beal. Plays it to Melee's right side. No worries, Michelle. Thanks, Nicholas. Yeah, see, Peru just struggling to hold it up there, but he wins a free kick. Brilliant. Well done there, Peru. Let's get the ball moving a bit quicker here, shall we? See if we can get something. Thanks, Paul. Realistically, we're winning the Premier League. Just the least thing. Not a bad result. I haven't seen as I've played out with my daughter. So, but yeah, it's been all right, mate. I think it's been decent. We've come up against really good opposition who me and the chat have just done a bit of research on. They're predicted to finish 6th, 7th in La Liga, probably second best division in the world. Well, second best division in the world, and they've looked good. I think Villarreal, they look really, really efficient. Their goal I thought was a brilliant goal. Our goal was opportunistic. And yeah, we've had phases. I think we're just missing that maverick in the final third. That's pretty clear. Ball played over the top, headed in by Beal. Ramazani on goal. Oh, deflection. Oh, leads him at the bar, but I think we're offside. Who is it? Oh, Harry Gray. Nearly. But good from a set piece again. Great back post. Beal's just a monster, isn't he? Beal's a monster at that back post. Nods it across, and Harry Gray. But good to see from set piece as well. Leeds looking a bit more effective. Decent. Ramazani hits it into the ground. Harry Gray, nice little tip onto the bar from the keeper, but offside. Largy needs to be starting every game. Yeah, definitely, mate. He does. He's the class. Beal. Gruev. Ramazani again. Should win a free kick there, and he has them. See, that's what Ramazani will do as well. He'll win you free kicks. Thanks, Gav. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Come into the last 5 minutes, maybe. Or maybe less. Hey, Connor, I normally watch someone else on watchalongs, but I wanted some good commentary and insights today, and you've been stellar. Thanks, Tim. I really appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, hopefully you've seen a bit of development over here, mate. I'm always trying to research to make myself better as well, to give you guys hopefully a little bit of ongoing stuff. So yeah, always learning and researching, mate, to try and provide you with some stuff. So hopefully you'll stick around, mate. Really appreciate that. Grove with the ball in. Header on goal again, and it is Mr. Sam Byram. And do you know what? That is the effective side of Leeds United, isn't it now? It's good to see us been a bigger team in the box. Anton Stacks off the pitch as well. I know it's not been that largely effective, and that is it. That is it. I thought we'd have had, I don't know why, 2 or 3 minutes added on there, everybody, but we haven't. But that is it. Leeds United draw the game against Villarreal. I think a decent performance. Yeah, I think a decent performance. Pretty happy with that. Ramazani, the little game changer again, quite rightly so. Day and Gaz. So yeah, everybody. Well, thank you so much, all of you. I hope you've enjoyed this. We had a little bit of a good time, haven't we? We'll be back again with the Everton game. AC Milan, I am going to be in Dublin for that one. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it, guys. We will be back with a match review of the game. If you fancy that, I'll be breaking down the whole friendly. Maybe if you missed it or if you just want some added bits. See you over there, everybody. Go watch that if you would. Leave a like on the video. It's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Conor McGilligan. This is One Leeds. And as always, everybody, thank you so much for joining. You've been absolutely stellar. And I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.